Hello, Dark Moon. Welcome to my third journal entry. All right, getting right into it. Which of the Suzuki walks is hardest for me? The hardest for me is the one where your feet are turned in and you have to slide on the floor. It's really hard for me to keep my feet turned in and also like push and like use the floor to stop. I feel like it would be easier if I didn't and I was more like floating on top of the floor, but that's also an important part. So it's just hard for me to find that balance of doing both of those things. And then I also, in that one, I end up focusing more on that, more on the walk instead of like, again, finding the balance between that and my far focus. So it's a challenge. The most fun one to me is actually the tiptoe walk. I really like that one. It might have something to do with like my dance background, because I just like being on my tiptoes. But also it's a really fun challenge to like find the stops. And yeah, I like it. It's a good one to find control. It's a fun one. Okay, pick one of the Suzuki walks. Yes, so the one which is I think it's kind of interesting, the sexy gorilla on a unicycle one. It always makes me actually feel like I'm hunting, especially like being in that pack or like being with other people. I feel like we are all like some sort of animals at night that are hunting because it's almost like quiet. You know, the stomping is so loud, but this one like it's you don't make much sound with your feet, so it's like stealthy hunting at night. Yeah, every single time. That's what comes to mind, which I think is interesting. All right, and then what kata I feel the most truthful and present in. I've always felt that way in shakuhachi, and I think it is because, like with Common Bird, especially in like hide and seek, there's a lot of things to those. There's a lot of elements, like movement elements, which I love, but also like if I'm having an off day, I can focus more on that. Whereas shakuhachi, there isn't all that much movement. It's really just, you know, forward, backward, and everything. So you almost like have to use your imagination more, which helps me a lot. And the moment of change and then walking backwards, something about that. It always is just, even if it's like not necessarily like a really sad thing that I have in mind, it's always just something about it. It really brings out emotional honesty in me every single time. And also, I think the music that you use for it helps too, because I'm a very auditory person, and that music is, I just think it is perfect for that. It's a little spooky, but it's, yeah, but anyways, I guess, in short, the biggest reason is you have to use your imagination, and that's what, that is what brings out the emotional honesty in me. All right, there you are, and have a lovely day.